Hi fire signs, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This is going to be your end of the May general energy reading. I'm really getting a strong message that the video that is, I think I'm going to name it, I haven't uploaded it yet, but it's going to be titled, like, if you have asked what is happening, this might resonate. So I really get the strong feeling that it is this reading and then that video as well are closely able to be connected. And today I'm going to do a past, present, future pull, and then I'm going to get 2 clarifying cards to go with it. And so let's see what is going on for the fire signs. Oh, please remember that this energy is general. This energy reading is general, so take it how it resonates with you in your life and your situations, and disregard anything that doesn't. Okay? Okay, so for you guys, you got growth, discernment, and anger, which this was in the other video as well. It came up in that position for me this morning. Then you got discernment, and then you got anger. Okay, but also the other card that came up that I'm really hearing loud and clear was that forgiveness card. And without it, like, the way that I've always shown it is that anger is one of the key ingredients to that forgiveness card. So all I'm really picking up is that this new growth stage that you are going through, it's almost like giving you a different, you're seeing things different, because now that you are witnessing growth, it's also witnessing, what is it that it's called? Unethical practices with the growth, but in the sense that you're recognizing it outside yourself. But with recognizing outside yourself, you're recognizing anything that is closely energetically related that you were doing as well. And not saying like consciously aware that you were doing it. That's why it's being brought to your attention now. So that way you can, it's like you've gotten to that point. I like to say that you always beat something internally first before you physically beat it. So in a sense, you had to come to this awareness in order to physically, in order to change your action steps, in a sense. Okay, and that is where that anger is going to come up, because you're going to feel it for things outside yourself, but you're really going to feel it, I feel like, for things inside yourself as well. But what I'm really being told is that it's very powerful for you to also feel that anger, because it's like a fuel for your fire, and you're a fire sign. So and all I'm hearing is that your fire is purifying. Your fire is something that brings nourishment. It's like volcano. It's very destructive at first, but then it creates the most fertile, beautiful landscapes. That's what I'm really, really, really hearing. But what I'm also picking up is that it's important for this to happen, because where this new growth is coming in, you want to ensure that it is going to grow. And so where that discernment's coming in is being able to identify invading, like whatever it is that you're growing, it's like all of a sudden you've got this idea like, holy crap, is that plant causing harm to that plant? And it's not about like destroying the plant around it, but maybe it should be moved to a different part of the yard. You know, maybe it's not compatible. That's what I'm really picking up. And that it's almost like in order to integrate that new those new actions, utilize this new energy that you're coming into, this new knowledge, like becoming aware, like that plant needs to go over here because those two don't go good together, or that plant actually does better when it gets part shade. And so all of a sudden it's like being able to come into all this awareness and being able to harmonize everything. All right, that's what I'm feeling. It's like this movement into balance, and it's going to be harmonious as much as you let it. So with that being said, the harmonious will also include this, okay? And where I'm told with this, if you're not at a place where you can sit with it and just allow it to flow naturally, if you're still in a action based state where you have to take action, it's almost like use it to pull the weeds up. It's use that energy to go ahead and start moving things. It's almost like all I'm hearing is it's not going to happen on its own. That everything that you are angry about will change, but it's almost like go ahead and step into it. Go ahead and start making the change. Like, this is the way these plants will be healthier. And even though people are like, I don't want to do that work or whatever, however this resonates with you, it doesn't matter. You know that it needs to be done, and this is important to you. It doesn't matter if it's important to anybody else. If they're not going to participate and help in the growth of it, they will leave. They won't. It's almost like you're going to be focused on making everything harmonious. So you're not going to be focused on anything outside yourself except for what you are creating and making harmonious. Therefore, anything else that's around that's in the way will soon get out of the way, because you're going to sting their ass or they're going to get burned. Use that to make, use that anger to make changes that you already want with you, for you, is what I'm saying. It's if you wait around for everything and everyone to get on board with the changes, before you make the changes, then the changes will never happen. It starts with you. Okay, let's go ahead and get the clarifier cards really quick. Okay, but what I'm also getting is that all I'm hearing is that it is really time to come to understand that whatever this is, whatever energies that are not growing, are not flowing, or kind of putting up a resistance. It's almost like if you're in a situation and you feel like this situation's important, right? It's very important to you, but I'm seeing everybody involved in however this is, it's like you have believed that they found like whatever this is as important as you, but the truth is that it's not. If it's it's, there you are. Connection, foxglove, and I actually feel guided to read that, so, but I don't want to forget where I was with just what I was saying. It's on whatever this is, it's very important to you, right? It is part of what I'm feeling, like part of this connection with whatever this group, or however it is in your life or situation. And it was like, it's very important to you, and the reason why you have been keeping up, trying to work, trying to get on board, get, express, is because you believed that it was just as important to them. And it's, what I'm being told is, if it was that important to them, then they would have already been putting in the effort. If it was that important to them, they would remember. If it was that important to them, you wouldn't have to constantly repeat yourself or go over it over and over and over again. If it was honestly something that they put their focus into because it was important to them, they would retain that knowledge. So what I'm being told is stop, because if you have explained it and explained it and explained it and explained it and showed it and showed it and showed it and demonstrated it and demonstrated it and demonstrated it to the same group over and over and over again, all you're doing is wasting your time. It's like performing for them. They're never going to remember, and they're never going to do it because it is not important. It feels kind of harsh. All right, let me read this, okay? Okay, foxglove. It says, this magical plant is associated with the planet Venus and with the Empress Tarot card. In the oracle context, the word connection could be speaking of your relationship with a person, a community, or even yourself. Your history, your subconscious, your physical body. Are you feeling isolated or cut off from someone or something? Remember that much like a garden, connections require care and tending. If you're feeling disconnected, try taking action rather than waiting for things to come to you. That's that. If you're waiting for them to finally learn it, it's never going to happen, because if they were going to put the intention because it was something that was important, they would already know it. That's why you're being told to take that action and to let this energy help you take action in what you find important to you. All right. Reach out to a friend, find a way to contribute to your community, ask someone out for coffee. At times we can feel disconnected from some aspect of ourselves, for example, our creativity or our sexual selves, and again, these connections that require work and space to flourish. And that's what where things have to be moved to make put everything in the right space, and taking that time to put it in the right space. Remember that you are at your best when healthy, happy, relaxed, and fulfilled. And this can only happen when you make the time and space for each part of yourself to grow. Okay? And let's get the last advice clarifier card. This is an awesome reading, though, because this means that you have made, like, major changes. There has been some real internal work going on. There we go. All right, you got Hermit, Retreat, and Recharge. Okay. And I know that sounds kind of funny with what this card just also speaks about, but what I'm really picking up now with these two cards is that take your action and turn it inward and do it for you. If it's important to you, then you do it. It's almost like retreat and recharge. If the energies around you, if the community, the family, the relationship, the work environment, whatever it is that is around you is more in the way than helping or contributing and is more taking, it's okay to kind of go, okay, it's you're not going to drive around, in a sense, it's like if you've got to go north, but somebody's got a big roadblock, you don't want to have to, like, go, like, what's the point in going around just to go around, in a sense. And it's retreat and recharge. Because what I'm being told is there might be this, when you take this action, I'm being told to remind you that it is a new action, all right? It is a new way. You're not used to it. Therefore, it takes more energy, because it's kind of like breaking out of a shell, or breaking, like shattering the ice, like but it's going in the different way. So something that's always been going like this, but then all of a sudden you're kind of like, I want to kind of start going like this. It's like there's a built up around, like, wherever this is, so it's always gone like this because the built up, and it was almost like it steadily got heavier and heavier and heavier. But now that you're kind of flipping it like this, all of that crud is gonna kind of go away, and it's like breaking through the crud. So remember, each little action is extremely powerful, and it will take quite a bit of your energy at first to get into the hang of it. So take time to retreat and recharge as you need to, okay? And that is what is, like, really coming at us right now, like in the now. It's here. Craziness. And I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you guys. I'll see you June, right? Yeah, June. Love ya.